It's a beautiful day to do these reactions, man. Like it before you light it. Hit the sub before you hit the bud. Hey, bro. In the black community, we always hear about black men wanting to go date white women. Black women wanting to go date white men. And we act as if we the only group of people who do this shit and make a big deal out of it. But no, this is a real thing amongst all non-whites. Real talk. I just so happened to come across this video and I was intrigued by it because I know this to be true. They will treat you like, damn, you dating a white woman, you a sellout. Oh, you dating a white man, you a sellout. They tend to seem, to think the same damn thing.
I feel like it's very funny when white guys are like, oh, Asian women love white guys. They think that, but it's not the truth.
Really?
We do like white guys because they are easy to manipulate. Because white guys, their moms, the white moms are like, you're so smart. My Joni, so smart, so funny, so cute. Oh my God, this girl likes you because he likes you. He likes who you are. This Chinese girl's like cook and clean for you. Black mom, hey, she wants your black guys to give her green card. Okay, don't get no, you're not that good. And she's after the green card. And the black guy's like, okay, why are you so nice to me? They are like they just their mom tell them the truth. Like your mom would be like, well, maybe she wants a green card.
So you're saying I've just never heard this before.
It's what I'm thinking because the white guys, they believe in everything. Like they're like, oh, because I'm awesome. Like because their mom's like, you are the best. Like black moms are like Asian moms. Like, no, you look fat and you need to get a job. And she's not dating you for how awesome you are in my basement. She's probably wanting a green card from you.
Say, bro, she ain't lying, dog. My mama, the type of mama, bro, I remember I brought a female around one time and I was all big-eyed and shit. My mama told me in so many words, that girl a hoe. Straight up. And my mama was not wrong. I wanted to feel like she was wrong because I really liked the girl. But, man, it turned out she really was, man. Black mamas, and I'm talking about the kind of black mamas from the 90s and 80s, dog. The stereotypical ones, bro, they will tell you the truth about a girl you bring around if you want to listen. Real talk. Look at these comments, though. 90 Day Fiance kind of backs this up. For how awesome you are in my basement. That is crazy. White moms are more gullible. Black moms sound the alarm. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like that's true. The point here is white moms don't tell their kids the truth. Black moms tell their kids the truth. Same thing in relationships. Black women tell the truth. That's why they say we meet. Hey, bro, your black girlfriend gonna tell you look like a damn fool. You put on some stupid shit about to go out and hit them streets with her. Man, your white girlfriend might be like, nah, baby, you look all right. And that's when you see black people looking at you crazy like, what the hell is this nigga wearing? But look, I did the research. I'm going to read something to y'all real quick. Why do so many Asian women date white men? Many Asian women date white men due to a mix of cultural, historical, social, and individual factors and trends shift over time between generations. Check this out. Cultural and historical influence. Now, immigrants, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like immigrants of all nationalities, they could be Mexican, they could be Hispanic, they could be Asian. A lot of them come over here and they say, act like white people because that means success. Real talk. And act like white people ain't gonna try to get you a white husband. Real talk. Colonialism, white-centric beauty standards, and media representation have historically promoted white men as symbols of status and desirability in many societies, including among Asian communities. Exposure to Western values, cultural integration, and a desire for social acceptance. Yeah, they want to assimilate. That's what it is. Western societies can influence partner preferences among Asian Americans, especially those raised in the U.S. Some research points to internalized racism and desire for upward social mobility as factors for some Asian women preferring white partners, although this is debated and not universally accepted. Social trends and stereotypes. Asian women outnumber Asian men in interracial marriages with white partners by a significant margin. Statistics show about 38% of Asian women in the U.S. That's a big ass number, dog. I think like 8% of black men are married outside of their race. 38%, that's approaching half, dog, are married to non-Asians. Damn. A strong argument can be made. Y'all hate y'all men. Often with white men compared to 19% for Asian men. Some white men might seek Asian women due to stereotypes or fetishization, while some Asian women may seek relationships with white men for perceived higher social status or escape from traditional gender roles at home. But these dynamics are complex and controversial. This is interesting to me, man.
all the women are dating up in age till they get into their like late 30s, 40s, and then they start reversing back to the 20s.
Interesting.
Do Asians do that too?
No, the opposite.
What you mean?
It depends on what kind of Asians, right? I'm an immigrant. Yeah, I think we consider academia way more important.
Okay.
And we're way more pragmatic. For example, when a Asian girl is selecting a partner or mate, she will value jobs, stability, credit score
Okay.
way more than those macho stuff.
Oh, the stuff that's important.
That's why you see a lot of Asian girls with nerdy white guys.
Okay.
Because they don't see that being, not masculine enough. Like, being masculine is not our top priority.
Yeah.
It's about, like, you have a stable job.
Practical.
Practical. Are you kind? Also, we don't like threatening guys.
So in other words, they want a provider, a man that's gonna pay them bills, a man that's stable. That's what she basically said, especially immigrant women. So that's why it's so easy for the passport bros to go overseas, because these women are looking to be saved. Now, passport bros, that ain't no shot or nothing, but let's call a spade, bro. They ain't dating you just because you are the shit, nigga. They feel like they finna come up, dog. Real talk.
Whenever I post my white fiance on social media, I always get comments that say Oxford study. It is 2024. I think everyone has the right to date whoever they want to date, whether it's an Asian woman with a white man or a Asian man with a white woman. Honestly, I find this more depressing than hurtful that men in our culture feel the need to comment this. It really does come across as obsessing over preserving culture and blaming women for the decline in homogenous relationship. I think we need to start by addressing problems in our own cultural community rather than putting Asian women down. Have you thought about where these tropes come from? AKA military imperialism is one of them.
You know what's interesting about this, dog? I'm gonna be biased and I'm gonna side with the Asian men on this. There's no reason why Asian women should be dating white men at large, because on paper, Asian men are better than white men, period. They're better providers. They make more money. They have higher education. What is it really about, honestly? Let's keep it real. White men, man, matter of fact, y'all know I love perplexity. Watch this. In America, group what demographics make the most money from highest to lowest. For example, Asian men, black men, Hispanic men, white men. All right, here we go, guys. Asian men have the highest median earnings among racial and gender groups, with median weekly earnings around $1,759 and median annual earnings above $70,000, driven in part by higher education levels. White men follow with median weekly earnings of $1,225. So here we go right now. Y'all are not dating these men because they got more money and they got better credit scores. Y'all are dating these men because, man, let's just call a spade a spade. Societal pressures, socioeconomic advantages, and shit of that nature. Because realistically, you can't say your men are scrubs. They the highest earning men in the country. Black men have median earnings lower than white men, around $991 weekly, and significantly below Asians, and Hispanic men earn slightly less than black men on average. I'm actually proud of black men, because everything that black men go through, for us to be even in the ballpark, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of crazy. $1,225 to $991. That's on average only about $230 more than less than what white men are making. But there's a huge gap between what the white man and the Asian man are making. Let's go to these comments, man. No, this is what someone says in response to her. No, you goofies hold the white man on a pedestal. It wouldn't be coincidence if we all didn't notice it. Oh, wow. Girl, no one is hating on interracial relationships. However, we've all picked up on the specific pattern of Asian women strictly going after white men. Not a coincidence. It's internalized racism. I rarely see Asian men with white women. You really do. You really rarely see that. If the ratio of white men, Asian female was similar to any other pairing, nobody would ever mention it. The fact that this pairing is statistically higher than others means there is an external force. Though that 38% threw me off, because not even with black women do you see despairing gap like that. It's like 8% of black men dating outside of their race. So this speaks to some shit, man. I mean, 38% of Asian women are opting out of dating their own kind. That's crazy. And for what reason? It ain't because white men are making more money and are more successful. Asian dudes are the alpha male when it comes to finances in America.
When it comes to dating, there's Asian guys that only date white girls. And if you're one of those guys, dude, I got some news for you. If you think the reason why you're doing it is just because you find the white women attractive, I'm sure that's part of it. You know, there are beautiful women of every race.
I just like hearing this shit.
But there's a thing where Asian guys that only date white girls, it comes down to the same reason there are some Asian women that only date white guys.
38%.
It's internalized racism. And I'm speaking from experience because in my 20s, when I started dating out of my race, I don't know, I tend to hold shit when I'm filming videos. There was a period where I was really fixated on dating white American women. It sounds very cringe to even say that out loud, but it came from a place of feeling like, number one, I was not viewed as attractive in the general dating market as an Asian guy. So I felt like to prove myself, I had to date women that belonged to the majority group in the United States. Fundamentally, there is internalized racism, there is white worship, and it is a very real thing that happens in the Asian American community, both with men and women. So, if you're...
So basically, the white man ain't just fuck up the black man and woman, they fucked up everybody, man. What the fuck?
Asian guy that only dates white women, unless you literally grew up in the Midwest and all your friends were white and you only knew white people, I would say there's more at play than you just having a preference. It's very possible that you might be programmed to believe that you need to date white women to be viewed as a confident, attractive guy, and you're doing that as a way of validating yourself as an attractive man.
How did the world come to this place to where the measuring bar is white people? That is crazy to me, man.
Oh, there are plenty of white women who would date Asian men, and Trish says she's one of them. I'm thinking, oh, that's kind of cute. She's trying to validate me, so I just got a little curious. So I checked her out, and I can't even explain how weird this just makes me feel right now.
Run, nigga, run. She has a fetish. It ain't real love. She is obsessed with y'all.
And to all of my fellow Asian brothers, we're gonna say, take it as a compliment, dude. Let me explain to you why it's not what you think. This one time I hooked up with this white girl who said she was really into Asians. So I went down on her for 42 and a half minutes. Got lockjaw so bad.
Bro, if you down on a woman for 42 and a half minutes, dog, she done burnt her stem out, bro. She's useless, dog. That she been using that rose too much. She is desensitized. Because if you know what you doing or even halfway decent, it shouldn't take nowhere near no 40 minutes, man. What?
Couldn't even eat breakfast the next morning.
Yeah, ate that moose knuckle off
when
the
I
bone.
asked her if she was going to return the favor, she just got dressed and left. I got so angry, I Venmo requested her, and she ended up only sending me 69 cents. Like, what the hell? Not even a full dollar for almost an hour of service? My name is Justin Huang, and I am not some cheap sex object to be used for white sexual desire. Fellow Asian men, have some self-respect. Know your worth, which is probably closer to $10. And to be honest, next time I'd be better off sticking my dick in a rice cracker.
This dude crazy as hell, man.
If you are Asian, particularly Asian male, this is something that you guys need to stop doing. So occasionally I'll come across content where there's an Asian guy that's partnered with an attractive white woman, and I'll go to the comments and I'll see comments typically from other Asian men saying things like, oh my God, great job, bro. I just stood up and applauded for bro, like stuff like that. And usually the Asian guy is pretty attractive himself. So what exactly are they applauding here? It's not the fact that an unattractive guy was able to bag a hottie. No, so they're applauding the fact that this Asian guy was able to bag a white woman. And this is really toxic and destructive. When they say that, when you make those comments, you're implying that white women and white people are superior and somehow inherently more valuable than women of other races.
I think the whole world thinks that, unfortunately. Whenever you think about any non-white man dating a white woman, bro, they always come back to the group and say, man, look at me, bro, I'm winning in life. I got me this white woman, bro. If it ain't snowing, I ain't going. You know what I'm saying? I ain't knocking no nigga if that date a white woman, but I'm saying it's the ones that really be loud and shit, and then your girl be chopped. She ain't even cold. Like, bro, what? You cannot hate you can't hate your own group of women. I'm talking about if you Hispanic, if you're Asian, if you parading around showing the whole world a mid-ass white girl, dog, something wrong with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You acting like she cold-blooded, man. But yeah,
see these types of comments happening when attractive Asian guys are dating women of other races. Yeah, that's really colonialism at work in your hearts. That's really a colonial mentality. So I just wanted you guys to be aware of that. Like, please stop. Don't make those kinds of comments.
Look, this comment really caught my eye right here. It says, bro, people have gotten so weird lately about who dates who. I genuinely couldn't care less. What happened to people just minding their own business? Hey, I mean, to a degree, yeah, but at the same time, 38% is alarming. 38% of Asian women are dating outside of their race. You don't see that with no other group of people. I've never seen a statistic like that, man. Ever. I wonder, when it comes to the Hispanic community, how much, at least percentage wise, are Hispanic women dating non-Hispanic men? Matter of fact, just go ahead on and give me a breakdown for all women in America and the percentages of them dating outside of their race. Because why is Asian women so high, bro? Hispanic women, approximately 27 to 28% marry non-Hispanic men. But here's the thing with Hispanic women. A lot of Hispanic women will date black men and Asian men. Not Asian men, you don't see that too often, but black men and white men. So it's probably half and half with them, honestly. Asian women, similar to Hispanic women, about 29% of Asian newlyweds have a spouse of a different race, with US-born Asians intermarrying at higher rates, up to 46%. That is crazy. White women about 10 to 11%, and black women around 18%. Damn. So yeah, man, y'all are anomalies. Real talk. But all right, let's get into some other shit, y'all. I'm tired of watching that.
Religious women are not attractive. I'm
What?
not a misogynist. You just got to hear me out.
Y'all already know my take on this, dog. A lot of women go really, really religious after they've been freaks.
I don't want nobody who's a feeble-minded sheep who cannot think for themselves. If you cannot critically think for yourself, bro, it don't even got to be on no deep. You don't even got to know all the wonders of the universe or the secrets. I don't even care about all of that, bro. But if you cannot think outside of a book, like if your life is solely dependent on this male-centered book that was used to colonize people, I think the biggest thing for me is like confidence. I admire confidence. I like confident women. And religious women, they just be so insecure, and they be focusing outside of themselves. Like they be idolizing men and the masculine. And it's just not for me. Let's say I'm religious. I wouldn't even want you to try to commit to me or submit to me because you think I'm a man of God and you think that's what you need to do in order to get to heaven. That don't even sit right with me. And it goes both ways. It's like dudes who use religion to manipulate women into committing or submitting to them. They're losers, bro. That's lame. That's weird. I'm not even discriminating against religious people. Keep in mind, my girl come from a religious background. She got religious values, but she can critically think for herself. And she has a great self-concept. Like, that's all. That's all it takes. At least I know she ain't gonna slime me out in my sleep in the name of her deity. That's what I'd be really fearing. At least I know she with me, not because some random deity told her to be with me. It's because she actually want to be with me and she actually care. Not for some conditional reason like going to heaven. It's the whole concept is weird to me.
He said a lot there, man. You know, at face value, you can just discount it. But if you really dive deep, man, a lot of good points were made. You know, some women do take that shit too serious, dog. Like the people that say, I'ma just let God handle it. Like, damn, you ain't gonna take no accountability for the shit that's going on in your life at all? It's all God? Come on now. I think it gotta be both.
Y'all seen these young brothers with the quarter zip movement? Y'all seen these young brothers looking dapper now? Huh? Y'all seen these young boys? I'm so hyped. And I'm going to tell you why. The fact that this is a move among our young men. Notice I didn't say YN. Among our young men. This lets me know that the effects of trap music, gangster music, drill music is fading. Look, for the first time in decades, hip hop isn't even in the top 40. This lets
That's a fact.
That the poison in our community that has poisoned our culture is fading. One of the last ones left is NBA Youngboy. And he probably wouldn't be as prevalent as he is if it wasn't for Baby. But think about that for a second. Go back and look at the verses. Look at Cash Money's side, how they were fractured. And look at Master P's side. That boy still had the whole tank with him. Because he was about the progression of black. He was about the uplift and taking back of the power within our talent. Not self-serving. These young boys see that the rappers who fooled us, yeah, now they turning out to be snitches. Now they turning out to like men. Not saying that that's a thing, but I'm just saying they were supposed to be so hard and tough and gang. Yeah, no, a lot of them broke. And the illusion is fading away amongst those young. I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there. And I'm happy. I'm so happy about that. These boys look like business owners. These boys look educated. These boys ain't glorifying the stuff from the street. Nah, these boys trying to walk into office buildings. Yeah. Yeah, these young kings. These ain't YNs. Yeah, no, let's get that. No, yeah, let's start changing that fashion around. Let's start changing the mindset. This is a beautiful thing, man. Y'all just don't know.
It is a beautiful thing. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all, man. But I don't want y'all to think that people are treating you the way they treating you because you dress different. They treat you the way they treat you because you not one of them, dog. Cause man, back in the day, niggas had on suits and ties and everything. And guess what? They was still getting lynched. Emmett Till had on a damn blazer when he got lynched, bro. Straight up. When they mobbed up against him, he was dressed respectfully. He ain't have on no Nike streetwear. He wasn't sagging his pants or nothing, man. When they hate you, they hate your ass. Period. Straight up like that. But yes, I do prefer this right here, dog, because it definitely will have people looking at you with a lot more respect, definitely. But you know what? Somebody in the comments was like, yo, for the females, dog, can we do a modesty challenge? Oh, I can get behind that movement right there. I can get behind that movement right there, dog. Real talk. Not having your booty cheeks exposed. If the men is doing it, maybe that'll start the fire for the women to start doing it, man. Real talk. But I'm going to get at y'all on the next one. I'm about to go get me a chicken plate from Manchu. You heard? I'm going to holler.